Hello, this is a 1914 Model T Ford, 106 years old as of this year, 2020. It's all original. It's all original. That's the horn. Love that. It has 3 pedals and none of them are the gas. You got the first one. First pedal is the clutch. Second pedal is the reverse pedal, and third pedal is the brake. The throttle is controlled by the stick that's on the steering wheel here, and actually this is the spark advance, and this is the throttle. So that's how that works. Upholstery is completely original. Like I said, this is the car that drove off the Henry Ford's factory line in 1914. It's that original. It's never been taken apart. The engine here, if you can see, is a 4-cylinder engine. Has 20 horsepower, and yeah, it has a water pump on it, but that's aftermarket. Usually these things had no water pump, no fuel pump, no oil pump. It's oiled with a splash system. As the car's running, the oil splashes and lubricates itself. The cooling system runs on a like a convection, kind of the cold water sinks and the hot water rises kind of thing, and it just keeps itself cool. The fuel is fed to the engine with gravity feed. So if you're going up a very steep hill, you might stall out. You got to go up backwards. That's what they used to say, but it would have to be a pretty decent steep hill. I'll say that. This strange contraption on the side of the vehicle is the acetylene generator. This is what you'd put certain rocks down. There's a basket inside, and there's a water drip. Water would drip onto the rocks, creating a gas. This gas is flammable. There's a tube that goes around, and this tube connects to the headlights in the front of the vehicle. Here in the front, you would have to open the front of the headlight and light the headlight with a match. Back in 1914, the light bulb technology wasn't as it is today. These cars tended to rattle around a bit, and the filament in the light bulb would snap. So they stuck with the acetylene lights. It was more reliable. And you got these side lights. I believe they call them the cow lights. Basically, for night light, so people can see on the sides. That's really the purpose. And yeah, that's the Model T. 1914 Model T. Wooden spokes. They're painted black, as they would have been originally in 1914. The upholstery on this vehicle is all original. They were stuffed with horsehair, so as you know, most old furniture was back in the turn of the century. So, horsehair stuffed seats. This vehicle is a brass era Model T Ford. Brass era was from 1909 to about 1916. The last brass era cars were in 1916. They got rid of the brass because of their war effort, the First World War, and also for aesthetical purposes. It was cheaper to produce, and the black, they went with an all black design, and it was more aesthetic. The wealthier cars looked like that, and the brass era was on its way out in 1916. It drives really smooth. It's you'd think it's bumpy, but not really. It's a smooth drive. It has carriage springs. These are the same leaf springs that you would have seen on a horse and buggy carriage. Fairly smooth. The Model T has very skinny wheels. It was built in an era before America had paved roads. Most roads were dirt roads, and with uneven terrain, the Model T, with its skinny tires, can go over almost any terrain. It's really an off-roading vehicle, because when they were built, there were no roads. These vehicles completely navigated the United States, East Coast to West Coast. They were the first vehicles for the mass population, and were reliable for many years. And as you can see, he is one, and there's many other like it that are still functioning today, 106 years later. If anything ever went wrong with a Model T, they're fairly easy to repair. All you need is a wrench and some bubble gum, and you can get it running again. Okay, enough talking. Let's take it for a ride.